Of you know, today is my last day here with you all in Canton, and I'm never a fan of goodbyes, but they are important and healthy, so here I am saying goodbye. So I just wanted to say a few quick things. First of all, thank you. From the moment that I walked into this church on September 11th, I think, in fact, since the moment I walked into this church 2 years ago, when I guest preached a couple times, I have received nothing less than an extraordinarily warm welcome from each and every one of you. I mean, I can't exaggerate, you have been so glowingly hospitable to me. It's hard to describe how taken aback I was. The first week, I went back home and my roommates were like, "Oh, how was the first day?" And I was like, "Everyone was super nice." And it's because of you that I was able to get through this year. Between the stress of school and a social life, personal tragedies in my family, starting a new job midway through the year, I've been extremely glad to be able to call this church my rock and my support, and to know that every Sunday I would be walking into this family of faith. There are a few people who I want to name by name because they played official roles in the internship stuff. So first of all, Gloria, Allie, Carl, and Mo, thank you for being my internship committee. I met with them a few times this year, and they volunteered to act as the sort of soundboard for me, so that I could ask questions or share any concerns I had, and they in turn would give me some feedback on how I was doing. And they had no obligation to do this, and I have nothing but gratitude for them for stepping up, offering their time and their ears and their hearts to me. So thank you to the four of you. I also want to thank, they're not here today, but Patty and Amisha for being my office buddies when I came in during the week. They, as you know, they're very incredibly organized, and they keep people on track. And it was very great to work with them. And I haven't been able to go into the office for a few weeks, but so I've missed it, but it's nice to always work with them and see them. So thank you to them. Next, of course, is Reverend D. Even though John was my supervisor on paper and the advisor and mentor that BU was recognizing, Reverend D was as much a mentor to me as John. The countless talks we've had about ministry and church and the future of the church, they've been so insightful and educational. All the texts and links to articles about The Chosen that she sent me, I've been blessed to have her guide me along this journey. So thank you, Dee. And of course, Dr. John, I hope you all realize how many times he had to drive into Boston, scramble to find parking at BU, then meet with some normal people and some wacky people. And when I first talked to John about this internship a year and a half ago, I sat down in his office and I was a bit nervous because it's pretty much asking for a job. And so I walked in, I sat down and figured out how I was going to say it. So I'm like, "Oh, I have to do this internship for school." And John's like, yeah, he knows what I'm about to say. And so I say, "Yeah, I was wondering if this church might be interested in taking me in for the year." And he goes, yes. No, I've talked to the church, but yes. So thank you, John, for the many meetings we've had, the lessons you've given me, and the mentorship that will be continuing into next year through the MAC. And again, I name them because they are official in the internship process. They have names written down places. But it's a thank you to each and every one of you, because I can think of maybe not every, but close to every interaction I've had with many of you. And again, I'm not exaggerating. I can think of at least a few good interactions with all of you. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for taking me in this year and enriching this opportunity. And please keep me in your prayers that God will lead me on a clear path as I start this new experience in Lincoln. So, that's all I have.